checking to see if it's recording. Let me take this off. Do you know how I say I can read the matrix code? And how I'm really taking this off because I'm in so many videos with this thing on. It's crazy. Alright. Here I am. Big man. Yes, I am. 300 and... What's 11 from 31? So 320. I lost 11 pounds. I'm really happy about that. Haven't eaten at all today. So I'm breaking my fast at a place that I adore. Can I show you? Can you share this moment with me? I'm back. No cooler in the back this time. Ooh. Some coleslaw, which you have to pay for, and tartar sauce, which you have to pay for. And we have the fries and the legendary, world-renowned. I'm excited too. This is the lobster. This is the lobster. Look at that lobster. Delish. And look what else I got. Quarter pound of scallops. Ooh, look at the scallops. Wow. Wow. That's so fresh. Feels like you're still on the boat. Seriously. So I'm going to put a little tartar. But you know, I like to say things like, oh, I can read the matrix code. And let me just kind of give an example of that. I've talked about for the last year or so that I am going to open up a coffee shop. And I haven't told you the name quite yet because I am securing, some domain space and all that kind of stuff, and I don't want to put that out there and have somebody with a little more quicker access to capital to move forward on me. So in the weeks or months ahead, we'll learn more about what the name is going to be. And what I would like to say is, here, I do some tartar on the bun. Can you see that? Boom. Tartar on the bun. So now I have my boom boom. Wow. Oh wow. Wow. So good. Pretty amazing. So, fries come with the sandwich. What I'm gonna do is take some of this, put that in the corner. Then I'm gonna take some of this and put that with the ketchup and make my own little dipping sauce for my fries. The food here is so consistent because the last time I was here, the fries are hard as a rock, and they are, and they still are. Very crunchy fry. So I'm going to use this fry to mix up the ketchup and mayo mixture. There we go. Bam. And that's how it looks. I love to use mayo with my fries. Mayo and ketchup. I love it. So, what I've been saying is that part of what I'm going to do with the coffee shop is I'm not accepting any cash. Because one thing I learned about being in the pizzeria business is that people will rob you. And I've even said this. I said your mom would take $30 a day just because she don't believe it's hurting you. And it's kind of horrible to say stuff like that, but I believe it to be true. I personally haven't had my mother take any money out of my register. Well, I only said that because my pizzeria was open when she was alive, and I would never even consider that because you have to be very careful when you're dealing with family. And I always kept trying to figure out a better way. You know, I used to have I was one of the pioneers in cameras in businesses. I was the guy who had cameras in businesses back in 1999, 2000. I was the only one who had them, especially as good as we had them, able to record for 24 hours, all that kind of stuff. So I'm all for surveillance, especially on your money. So even with that, the hand is quicker than the eye. So, and then who has the time to watch 4 or 5 hours of video every other day? So most of the time when you catch somebody, they've already been getting from you for weeks, days. So when I talk about the Matrix Code, I'm talking also about just life experience. Allows me to see what I see and kind of analyze it and not just take everything for granted. So what I'm also saying is, let me move this a little bit, is that I'm going cashless with the coffee shop. And I started thinking about this coronavirus and how when you look at the Matrix Code and you read it properly, was probably the best move for the system to make, if not they're going to make it, is to correlate cash to people that got this virus. Because you're going to wonder, how in the hell did this guy get it from here and this person get it from there, and there's nothing that links them. But what does link them is the money. They're going to make money, actual fiat currency, look so disturbing to us that we're not going to want to touch it. So it's not necessarily a prediction. My attitude is, why wouldn't they? What moral base would capitalism have by trying not to control its money? Like I'm trying to control my employees. I want the people that work for me to give me all my money in the register. Point blank. So the system that we're in feels the same exact way. So what is the system going to do? It's going to do everything it can to protect itself and utilize tragedies. Like Ron Emanuel, I will always keep repeating him. Never let a good tragedy go to waste. Very foolish. So, with that, these scallops are amazing. With that being said, look forward to them linking Tom Hanks with handing over some sort of tip. Okay? One of these celebrities, one of these stars, they're going to link everything to the money to stop us from using cash. And also understand this. When Obama in 2013 took away the law that protected us from propaganda, when he got rid of that law, and then on 2016, he said, I made it where you can, where it's not illegal anymore. Now I'm going to give you a budget. And the budget is pretty big. Let's say 20 billion out of the 600 billion that's spent on defense goes to propaganda against the American people. That means they have about, well, since 2016, so for 17, so that's 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. So let's say they had $20 billion for the last 4 years stacked for an event. Then it makes sense that the NBA will be told to shut down because they're going to pay them. Not that the NBA is going to be honest with how much they're losing. They can't do that. I digress from that. But it makes sense that they can tell all these places to shut down. Shut down. They're going to say, hello, we're going to pay you back the money as soon as this is over. We're going to write the checks. They have 4 years with nothing, minimum of $20 billion a year going to this. So that means they got $100 billion that they can do. They can open up any kind of facility they want. They can pay any actor to say whatever they want. They can stage this event, get rid of the money, make people have to account for all their monies. It's just a tighter noose being wrapped around your neck. That's all it is. And it makes sense when you hear the president say, let's make America great again. And I believe that was originally the slogan for one of the Bushes, to make America great again. You see, what they want to do is make it great again, where they had more control, where people were not running amok the way they are. So, I get it. I get it. This is not a video that is saying, how dare this happen? No. This is a video about a guy who says, I see it clearly. And I get it. And I am saying that I'm moving in that direction. I'm going with the tide. I'm riding with the tide, man. I'm not going against the tide with my chest all out and using my frontal lobes. Those days are over. You heard? Those days are over, man. I'm not fighting no revolution. I'm not trying to slow things down. But don't think that we don't have the money. If it costs the airlines $1 billion a day, and we got minimum of 100 billion stacked, that's only 30% of that money is going to the airlines. And then you got the NBA, and you got all these other places, and then money. They're going to sign the check. You got employees? Send us your employees, send us the hours, show us how you do your monies, and we review it, and we'll send you a check. Boom. That's how the system works. Come on. Prepare for your looking at money in a whole nother way in the next couple of days. Prepare for that. Prepare for that. Thank you for tuning in. My scallops are bust down. I got half of my sandwich here. I'm so full. I got most of my fries. Ooh, I got a little scallop hiding. Bam. I'm happy. God, it is good. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Put all this up. But I see it. You don't see it? I see it. Boom.